glance, I'm going to be showing you how to work your new boat conveyor. Starting on the outside, we'll work our way in. So right inside here, we do give you a 30 to 110 adapter to do some driveway camping. You'll just plug in your cord on the camper to this side and then plug into whatever outlet at home. And then right here, you have a crank for your stabilizing jacks on all four corners. And that is a 3/4 inch socket. So if you have a drill and an attachment, go ahead and bring that along. And with these, they're strictly for stabilizing, so don't try and change a tire or anything like that on them. Basically, just get them to the ground, put a little block of wood underneath there and snug them up, and then call it a day. And then you do have a gas line in here, which we will get to the back, but basically this is going to be the quick plug-in for the grill on the back. And then looking inside here, you do have some lights and then a light switch. The light switch to the right, that is going to be for the front cap lights right up here, right down here, so off and on there. And then working our way around here. Up front, you have your electric tongue jack. Basically, if you lose power to this, there's a little tab on the top that pops off, and that 3/4 inch socket will be able to get you up or down if you lose power to this. You have a little light there, and then extend and retract right there. You definitely want a big old block underneath there. That's going to help you out with hitching, which will make a lot more sense whenever it's right in front of us. And then behind here, all your propane stuff. So with these, it's all the way open or all the way closed. They are both filled. I'm gonna go ahead and shut them down now. And then right in the center, you do have a regulator, and it has an arrow. Right now it is facing this way, which means you would be drawing from that tank first, and they do automatically transfer if you have them both open, but I recommend one open, one closed. That way you know you have backup. And right behind you have your deep cycle maintenance-free battery. So basically when you are plugged into your truck or into 30 amp, it will be charging the battery. And other than that, you're good to go. We'll do everything 12 volts inside, so lights, slide, all the simple stuff. And then that's right here. You do have a solar panel prep. Basically what that means is if you do a lot of off-grid camping, you'll be able to plug in a solar panel right into there, and that will give you more power to the battery over time. And then before I forget, right down below you do have a fuse down here. That is a 10 amp fuse, so if you do end up using the solar panel and it's not working on you, check that and make sure everything's going according to plan. Right through here, you have your other side of the pass-through for storage. That's all it is. Keep all the outside stuff out. Right here, for your water, any water you are filling the tank with will always go here. Just stick the garden hose in and let it fill. Basically, whenever it's done filling, it's going to start shooting water out here, letting you know to shut the water off. And that is filling the tank. You will have to use the water pump in order to pressurize inside. This one, you'll just plug in the garden hose there, and that is city water connection. So basically whatever you have hooked up to here, it will bypass filling the tank and gives you water to all your sinks and faucets, all that stuff. And then right down below, you have a blue line hanging down, and there's a white valve on there. Basically, you'll turn that valve to parallel with the line, and that is what drains the fresh tank itself. Right here, do not get this confused with anything else over there. So this is separate. This is the black tank flush. Basically, with your black tank, you want to keep water and toilet chemical in the toilet at all times before anyone starts using it. And say you forgot to do that and you know your tank inside is really nasty, you'll plug in the hose, drain your black tank, which is right here. It's going to be on the left side. Drain the black tank first, hook up the hose, and basically the water inside hooks up to a jet in the tank itself and spins around cleaning everything in the tank. So if you know it's nasty in there, that's that final rinse out. And then you don't have to use that every time, it's just if you know it's really nasty. But then down below, like I was saying, black on the left, which is all the nasty toilet water. Gray will be on the right, which is all your sinks and shower water. And then you have the one dump station, and you do have a sewer hose we give you, which is just our standard one, which will get the job done. And then simply hot and cold outdoor shower, that's it. Right here, this will be the back of the fridge. Hopefully you'll never have to mess with back here, but just so you have a general idea of what's going on. The plug-in for the fridge is going to be right here. The burner is going to be in the corner behind this metal panel. If you just kind of peel it back, you'll be able to see if it's burning or not. Best thing to do with this is try and keep this as clean as possible once or twice a year. And if you are wanting to switch to gas, you have the option of both leaving it on auto mode, which is I recommend. If you are plugged in, it knows it needs to run on electric. If for whatever reason you unplugged, as long as gas is open up front, this would automatically transfer to gas. So if you're going on a long trip, I would just double check that that burner is going before you venture out. Right here, this will be the furnace. Be careful what you keep in front of that because it's hot air. It's just gonna melt right through things. Try and keep that as clean as possible too. We do have mud daubers for those, so that's just a little screen that goes over that keeps everything out. And then right down below, if you ever get confused, you do have stickers labeling everything. So you have a black and gray tank up front, and that'll be for the bathroom and bathroom water period. This one will be for your kitchen water, so kitchen sink water, and then just dumps from right there. So that's just nothing but soapy water, and nasty water in that one. With your slide out, we just use a dry-based silicone spray on all these black rubber seals here. You can even spray these cables down as well, just to kind of keep them in good condition. Right this way, well, this is your cord. This is 30 amp. You have roughly 30 feet of this. If you ever need an extension cord, just get roughly the same gauge as what we have here. And basically, it's just the twist off and on. This little gray piece is what locks it in place. Twist, pull out, just like that, and plug it back in. Simple as that. Right in the back here, this is a little coax port. Basically, if you're at a full hookup campsite or at home and you have a satellite or something, you'll plug it in here, set it off to the side, and then that will give you channels throughout the inside on all your TVs. And then in here, this is that standard sewer hose I was telling you about. I do recommend a more heavy duty one, but regardless, that'll get the job done like I said. Spare tire here. You are compatible for a backup camera up top. It's a Furrion product. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that it is a Furrion camera. You'll just unscrew that, plug in the camera. It's already a plug and play, and then the monitor will sit in the vehicle. You'll have your camera the whole time. Right here, this is going to be where you'll set the outdoor grill. It'll sit right here. And basically when it's sitting out here, the line will run down to this yellow thing here. So basically this is that quick disconnect for your gas line. You'll plug it in, see how the line is now perpendicular with the gas line. It unlocks and you can get your line in there. Once the line is in place, lock it, and that will give you gas flow as well. Simple as that. Right here with the awning, so both sides are going to be the same. If it's a light rainy day, you can kind of peel one down or the other, or both at the same time. It does not matter. Before you bring it back in though, if you use this, just roughly get it back to the original spot. That way you're not causing any issues when it's going in and out. And then notice how you see the white fabric whenever it's fully extended. That's normal. Whenever it's on the wall, it'll start turning into a black fabric. That's what you want to see. So basically, if it's rolled in and you're seeing the white, it is inside out, so just redo it. And then my recommendation to you is, if you are not physically using the awning throughout the day, roll it in. All it takes is that one bad storm to come through and ruin your day. Let's see. Outdoor entertainment, TV. That's gonna work as long as you have channels inside. You'll have the same out here. Just a little storage inside there. Got a little table as well. And then your fridge. So this fridge will only work when you are plugged into 30 amp. And on the side here, you do have some safety straps, which we'll get those in place. Those will just go right here. And basically, if you don't want this at all, you can unplug it right here, throw it in the garage, and do whatever you please with it. You do have speakers outside as well. One up there, one right there, just the two. And then last but not least outside, Right here, you do have some outlets like at home for any speakers or TVs you bring along. And then this is the water heater. So priority one is getting water in the tank before you turn it on. It is both gas and electric, so once you know water is in there, you can come right here. If water spits out, you know it's good. If it's hissing at you like a cat, do not turn it on because there's no water in there. But basically, once water's in there, you'll go inside and it's just a push of a button, whether it's for gas or electric. So if you're plugged into electric, use electric and save gas. Obviously, if you can't use electric at that point, just switch it to gas as long as propane is open and water is in the tank. The drain for it down below, that is a 15/16 socket. That is how you drain the water heater. And then right down below, you have these two water lines, the red and the blue. Basically, those are the low point drains going throughout the underbelly, going to all your water lines, such as your sink, shower, toilet. That is going to be how you fully drain more or less everything in the camper, running throughout the floor and everything. And other than that, just so you know how to work the stairs, all you do is fold them in, fold them back out. Your lights up top under the awning will be controlled from the inside. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything on the outside, we can head on in now.